Coming up, one of the most indecent pieces of garbage I've ever had on my show. Here's the former Grand Dragon of the KKK. He now has an organization called WAR, the White Aryan Resistance. You know, we don't need these kind of hate mongers in America. So I'm going to take him on right now. This is his first interview since he got out of the slammer. So here he is. Let's bring this scumbag on. Here is Tom Metzger. Hold on, guys. Now, quiet down the audience. We got to have a discussion here. Now, you know, Metzger, you are never, ever going to learn. You spend time in jail for your terrible racist tactics. Then you violate your probation and go up to Canada and try to spread some more of your hatred and your horrifying racism. You're never going to learn. They kicked you out of Canada. Now you're back in L.A. You may go back to jail. And I'll tell you one thing. If I have anything to do about it, I want to lock him up for the rest of his life.
Wally,
let him talk.
Wally,
yeah.
you conservatives have shot your wad. You're the great Ronnie Reagan.
We conservatives have just begun to fight.
Yeah. You've screwed every white working man out of his job. Now you want his house too, huh?
Don't start with that.
Yeah. All your rich corporation friends. Are you a Bush man?
Of course I am.
Oh.
George Bush, a decent American.
I heard you on the radio the other day, said you were for Pat Robertson, that money-grabbing preacher.
I like Pat Robertson. He's a good man, and you aren't
good. He's a draft dodger. I thought you were all for
you aren't good enough to you aren't good enough to shine Pat Robertson's shoes.
He was a draft dodger.
Now, Metzger, you've been on this show on and off for the last 10 years, and every time
you turn it over to me, too.
Oh, yeah. The only thing I'll turn over to him is the back of my hand. Now, wait a minute.
Wally, our television show, Race and Reason, shows in 60 cities in 25 states.
To a bunch of racist perverts, yeah.
Great. Bring them on. Bring them on.
But let me tell you, what bothers me...
And I don't get paid for it.
Good, you shouldn't. You know what bothers me? What really bothers me is...
George Bush.
Hold it. Jim Baker, the evangelist, got 45 years in jail. Tom Metzger, the racist pig, gets 65 days in jail. I'll tell you. Don't you agree with me that it should have been the other way around?
That's because Tom Metzger is honest and all these preachers are a bunch of crooks like your buddy Schuler down here in the Big Glass Menagerie.
You have done nothing in your putrid life but try to spread hatred and racism all across this great land. Try to tell white people that they are superior to blacks.
They're not inferior, that's for sure.
Try to take on the Jews and tell them...
We take on anybody we feel like taking on.
Yeah. And then he stands up for one of his heroes, Adolf Hitler.
Coming back, and it's no more Mr. Good Guy, you know.
He's one of the guys. Hey, he's one of the guys who believes the Holocaust never happened.
I'll tell you, the Holocaust, 55 million people died in World War War II, and all people want to do is cry about the Jews. What about all the rest of the people that died in World War II?
But you are the kind of idiot who walks down the street with burning crosses, and when you were the Grand Dragon of the Klan, you used to hold these horrifying cross-burning rallies with your white drip-dry sheets.
I walk down the street. I don't remember ever walking down the street with a cross. I have been to many Klan rallies, burnt the crosses, and I was thrilled to death to do it. And if I decide to do it again, I will. If I decide to do it again, I will, but I'm not into that because that's a waste. I don't need to do that anymore.
You know what?
We've got the power now. We don't need to do that.
This guy, what do you mean?
Hey,
hold on, guys.
2 months before the L.A. riots, I wrote a letter to the only black newspaper in L.A. and told them what was happening to them. And 2 months later, there was a major riot. Look back, read
you know what,
read the letter.
Hey, what do you bet?
Interfere, let them burn it down.
Wait a minute, Metzger. What do you bet that when the blacks were rioting in L.A., what do you bet Metzger was rubbing his hands in glee?
Oh, yeah, I was.
You liked it, didn't you?
Especially when they almost burned down the federal building. That was great.
You really liked it when these blacks were killing each other, didn't you?
Oh, I guess it's okay. That's their business. I think the blacks were right about the Koreans, though. They should have run them out.
Yeah, but you see, what you will never, ever admit, and for 10 years I've been trying to drum this into your stupid, numb skull, that no matter what he says, this is indeed one nation under God with liberty and justice for all.
Go down to the jail and check on
all races, all colors, all creeds.
Equality is a myth. Equality is the perennial sham by demagogues and their transnational corporation masters and all your conservative buddies. You tell them about equality, nobody's equal, no race is equal. It's survival of the fittest and it's Darwinism right down the line.
You know what? Hold it. Maybe you people don't realize. Hey, hold there, guys. Maybe you people here in the studio don't realize some of the terrible things he's done. And you people at home, a lot of things. It isn't just burning. Hold on, Metzger. Wait a minute. It isn't just
I'm not in jail, am I?
Yeah, well, you were.
My friends.
Seat all across this great country now in our